What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and this video I'm actually really excited about, and you probably already see the thumbnail, so you know why. And before I give you the breakdown, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Also, we need a new goal for 2020, so let me know in the comments what you think the new goal for us should be. Now, as for the highlights, details on the new Nike Air Ship Air Jordan 1 High 85 pack. As well, I'm going to talk about the Air Jordan 1 Chicago. Also, I'm going to go over details on the Dior Air Jordan 1 High OG collaboration. Other than that, we have a good amount of news from Nike and Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. What was first believed to release during 2020, Adidas has officially unveiled the Yeezy Boost 700 Carbon Blue. With the unveiling, they shared new images, which are the official photos. As well, they gave us a release date and price. So, this pair will release at select retailers and online at adidas.com/Yeezy on December 18th. Retail price will be $300. Everything from Adidas today will be official photos as well as release dates. Next up, we have official images of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Yeezreel Reflective. Now, although we have official images, the release date for the two, and when I say two, I mean the reflective and the non-reflective version, has yet to be confirmed from Adidas, but this is what we know. The non-reflective pair will release on December 14th, while the reflective pair will drop on December 17th. Retail price for the non-reflective is $220, while the reflective will cost you $250. Last up from Adidas is official photos of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Yecheil Reflective. Now, I definitely like this pair more than some of the others just because we have a little bit more flavor going on, aka colors, and it isn't as plain as some of the other releases. That's just my opinion, but as most of you know, there will be a reflective and non-reflective pair releasing. The reflective pair will drop first, which will be on December 19th. Retail price will be $250, while the non-reflective will drop on December 20th. Retail price will be $220. Now, the release dates for the two has yet to officially be confirmed from Adidas, but that's what's going around as of now. Also, as most of you know, the reflective version, not just for the Yecheil but the Yeezreel, will be more limited than the non-reflective, but that's how it's always been. Originally being called Houndstooth, the Nike Air Max 1 Bronze Eclipse now has a release date. So the shoe features shades of brown. We have houndstooth on the base, ankle, toe, and hinted on the panels. Following, we have suede on the mudguard, as well as the swoosh, while a wool lands on the vamp overlay and heel. On the top eyelet, we have the shade of orange, as well as the tongue label, and then we have cream hits on the tongue, liner, and laces. Finishing the look is a cell midsole and gum rubber outsole. So if you're interested in grabbing this pair, they drop at select retailers on December 9th. Retail price will be $120. Sometime back, we received a first look at the Nike Air More Uptempo Laser Crimson. At the time, release details were unknown, but that has changed. We now have a release date, and as you can see, the shoes feature a black, white, and laser crimson color combination. Black nubuck lands on the upper, while we have mesh on the tongue. Laser crimson then lands on the air written across the sides. It kind of has this whole airbrush look. We also have white outlining the air as well as applied to the swoosh logo. And then laser crimson covers the outsole, and it kind of gradients up to the toe. Somewhat has an interesting look in my opinion. Now, this pair drops on December 19th. Retail price is set at $160. Loopwheeler and Nike are set to release a new collaboration. This time it'll be on the Nike Air Max 95 and the Air Max 90. Currently, we only have preview photos of the Air Max 95, but we do have official images of the Air Max 90. The two feature a sweatshirt-like fabric, soft terry cloth on the liner, along with suede. Now, as for the smaller details, the Air Max 95 comes with blue and orange detailing, while the Air Max 90 features blue and pink. On the heel, we have Loopwheeler's logo, which is LW, and along with the official images, a photo did pop up which shows that this pair may come with a bag. Now this collaboration also celebrates Loopwheeler's 20th anniversary, and the Air Max 95 will drop first on December 7th, and then the Air Max 90 will release on December 14th. We have another Nike Air Foamposite 1 releasing before the year is over, and this pair is being called Swoosh or Mini Swoosh. Now this pair reminds me of the Stealth release, but one of the biggest differences is the Mini Swoosh logos covered across the Foamposite shell. Also, those swoosh logos that are seen throughout will be 3M reflective. I'll have an image in this video so you can see how it looks. This pair is definitely something different. I kind of like it, even though to me foams kind of got off track, but overall this pair is definitely clean. Now, according to Foot Locker's release date calendar, this pair drops on December 7th. Retail price will be $230. What sucks about this release is just the timing, because there's so many other releases coming. However, I do know that there's a lot of people that collect just foams, so that's probably a good thing for them, so they don't have to worry about missing out. I believe the last Foamposite that actually did really well was either the Memphis Tigers pair or the Dornbecker. I'm not quite sure, but let me know in the comment section if you plan on picking this up or passing. Although information leaked that this pair would release for a long time now, we have the return of the Nike Dunk Low Viotech, and we have confirmation on a release date, and this pair will drop on December 10th. I believe I saw a few retailers, I'm not exactly sure which ones, it possibly could have been End or Sneakers and stuff, but they have opened up their raffle for a chance to purchase this shoe, and it comes in the same color blocking as it did back in 2002. So like I mentioned, December 10th is the date, and retail price will be $120. I know a lot of people are now starting to like the Air Jordan 1 Mid. There was a time frame where this shoe was looked down upon, not by myself, but by others. Obviously, with all these collaborations releasing and actually solid colorways as well, the hype for the Air Jordan 1 Mid is starting to trend upward. And here we have another upcoming colorway, and this pair is being called UNC. Now, it doesn't come in your OG UNC color blocking, but it features a light shade of blue, which is seen on the tongue branding, wings logo, ankle, swoosh, and rubber outsole. Other than that, we have white on the upper, constructed with leather. The same shade also hits the laces and midsole. So just a clean and simple color blocking. I'm personally a fan of the shoe, and I know if this released as an OG high or an Air Jordan 1 high 85, people would probably want this pair more. As for a release date, this pair doesn't have one. More than likely it won't. This will be a pair whenever retailers get them in, they'll throw them on the shelf, and then you walk into your retailer and you see them sitting there. And when they are available, the retail price will be $110. What I initially thought was a rumor, I started speaking to people behind the scenes, and they clarified to me that this collaboration between Dior and Jordan brand was a real thing, but the details just seemed so crazy that it was hard to believe. We'll get into those crazy details in a second, but the Dior Air Jordan 1 High OG was seen on the runway today, and then Jordan brand officially unveiled it. Reading from their press release, made in Italy, the silhouette is created with fine calf leather that characterizes Dior's leather goods, edge printed and dressed in Dior gray, a color that's been with the brand since its founding in 1947. A remix of the iconic Jumpman wings logo is embossed on the upper and features the words Air Dior. The Nike swoosh is executed in Dior oblique jacquard, a single motif simultaneously representing both industry leaders. The same Dior motif is scaled down and laser etched into the insoles as a 50% scale. So the overall look is definitely a premium feel. I mean, it has to be for the price. Also on the tongue, it's now a cream leather, and if you look closely, you can see subtle designs. They also come with a metal Jumpman hang tag, as well as Air Dior wings logo. Finishing the look is a translucent outsole, and on the right shoe, it reads Dior, and then on the left shoe, we have Air Dior and the wings logo. Let's get to the release details. Now, Jordan brand has said that the shoes will release during April of 2020. They didn't supply any other information, but what's been going around is that the retail price will be $2,000. However, I've heard that it could be $1,500 to $2,000, even $2,200. And the other part of the rumor is that they're limited to 1,000 pairs. Again, Jordan Brand didn't announce any of those details. That information is what originally leaked. And what makes matters worse, this is just a rumor, but I'm gonna let you guys know this if you're interested in purchasing. What I've heard is that you actually have to buy a certain amount of clothing to be able to purchase these shoes at $2,000. So that in itself is crazy to me. Don't get me wrong, I'm actually really impressed with this shoe. I thought it'd be something really crazy. I definitely like the premium build on this shoe, but I'm not dropping $2,000 on this. Anyways, once there's more information on this, I definitely will make sure to update you guys and let me know in the comment section your thoughts. I was a little bit worried today that I wouldn't have a video to make for Wednesday, which if you're listening to this, it would be today for you. And then images leaked of the Dior Air Jordan 1 High OG. And I thought, okay, cool, we got enough to do a video. Don't know if people will really care about the Dior Air Jordan 1 collab. I'm sure there's a good amount, but I'm sure a lot more people care about the news I'm about to talk about. And that is, we have our first look at the Nike Airship Air Jordan 1 High 85 pack. I might talk about this pack for a while because honestly, there's a lot to go into, and I'm going to try to answer some of the questions that you may have to the best of my knowledge. As most of you know, the Nike Airship is actually the banned shoe. It wasn't the Air Jordan 1, it was the Nike Airship. It wasn't this colorway, but through storytelling, Jordan Brand kind of changed the narrative and had it directed to the Air Jordan 1. We saw that with original promos, commercials, stuff like that. So for OG collectors, the Nike Airship is one of those shoes that you have to have in your collection. And to my knowledge, I believe this is the first time they're going to retro. Now, on the flip side of this, we have the Air Jordan 1 High 85. This pair will come true to OG form. This is the new style of releases going forward. Yes, we'll still have the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG, but we'll also have the Air Jordan 1 High 85. So overall, this pair will have a higher cut build. The swoosh and wings logo will be slightly larger, as well as the midsole. Now, if you take this image and compare it to any OG Air Jordan 1 from 1985, it's going to look on point with that shoe. It definitely looks closer to the OG in comparison to the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. Now, the Nike Airship, if you look closely on the box, it's labeled as a PE. And then the color, which is obviously a new color to many, is said to be an original sample that never released. So this pack has 100% storytelling behind it. The Air Jordan 1 also comes with the OG hang tag. Getting into the box, we have tissue paper with the wings logo as well as the Jumpman. Now, they come housed in a huge box. It'll be split. On the right, we have the OG Air Jordan 1 box. On the left, it comes in blue and white with the grid pattern throughout. And just below the Nike branding, it reads 1984 Airship PE. And then on the right side, we have 1985 Air Jordan 1. So as for information, if these are releasing or not, this is what I've been told. The pack is definitely releasing. You have to buy them both together, which I'm sure a lot of people won't mind. I personally won't. I don't know the retail price. I reached out to a bunch of people behind the scenes that I usually get information from. Only 2 people hit me back. This news came out somewhat late last night. One of the people that hit me back said that they'll know next week for sure because there's going to be a full viewing. And then the other person that reached back to me, he never fully tells me unless it's 100% wrong. He actually is employed by Jordan Brand. I can't say what his position is because if I did, there's only one, so I'd give it away. So initially, I asked him if this pack was releasing in January because that's what was going around. I saw a few people sourcing that it was going to release during January. He tells me not quite January, which leads me to believe more than likely February, but he also tells me something else is coming around then, so something else that we're going to see release during January that we haven't seen as of yet. And I straight asked him, so I take it these are the Chicagos, because he never fully tells me unless I'm 100% wrong. He says, haha, can't say that, I guess. And then he responds, but these aren't. So I'm not really sure why he said that, because he just confirmed they aren't. And he also assures me that they have something else coming. Now, does that confirm that the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Chicago is releasing? No, it doesn't. And I am trying to track this down. One of the people I've been texting with is zsneakerheadz. He's been reaching out to his people as well. He came back and told me that according to his people, and we're still getting the Air Jordan 1 Chicago in 2020. It's still expected to drop during February, All-Star Weekend, but that isn't confirmed as well. And at the very minimum, I'll have details next week. However, more than likely, new information will be out in the next day or two. So just to clarify, this pack is releasing, that's confirmed. And the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Chicago is not confirmed, but it's also said that that shoe is still releasing during February. Now, as smaller details come in, I'll make sure to post it in the comments below. I'll pin that comment. As well, I'll go over a lot of this info in the next video because this, in my opinion, is pretty big news. And with that being said, let me know in the comment section your thoughts on this pack. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Let me know in the comment section what you liked from this video, what you want to see more of, anything like that. Also, as soon as I have additional details on that Nike Airship Air Jordan 1 High pack, I definitely will make sure to let you guys know. And now, before I get out of here, greatly appreciate a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. As well, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.